Good morning. My name is Colleen Robbs, and I am the Director of the Equal Business Opportunity Office for the Solid Waste Authority of Palm Beach County. We welcome you here to our virtual Transformational Tuesday training. During this pandemic season, the EBO office and our team want to continue to provide you business development tidbits to help your business succeed. Today, our presenter is Pamela Toussaint, president of the Ultimate Image Coach. Pamela is a personal branding consultant, corporate trainer, professor, keynote speaker, and author of The Audacious Woman, Blaze Your Own Path to Prosperity. Her company is registered as a vendor with SWA and certified as an SMWBE firm. Her firm provides leadership and soft skills training to private and public organizations wishing to empower their team members with communication skills, emotional intelligence, customer service, and business acumen. Pamela believes that passion and a compelling personal brand, audacity and self-confidence, impeccable presence, and communication skills are the key to successful career and life. Her topic today is Radiate a Professional Image While Working from Home. Welcome, Pamela.
Good morning, and thank you, Colleen, Hattie, and the entire SWA team. It's my delight to be here this morning to talk with you, to have a conversation about what it takes to be professional during this pandemic while we're all working from home. Okay, let's talk a little bit about what the new normal is. We are here, and I listened to the news yesterday. Apple, I think also Microsoft, all of the major firms that you can think of are starting to come to the reality that this may be our new normal for another year or two. So it's even more important that, that we talk about what it's going to take to be professional. Now, this is the new normal as far as I'm concerned. This is what it looks like every day. Whether we're having a lunch bunch chat with the girls about what to do to kind of keep ourselves motivated, or whether you're having a serious business meeting with your team, or you're negotiating that last deal, everything, or it could be church on Sunday. Everything now is on Zoom. So I'm going to talk about the principles of what it takes to be professional, and then I'm going to apply them to a new reality, because certain things do not change. These are the top 3 professional skills, and the top one, if you look at the first big chunk there, the blue, that is what we call gravitas. And gravitas is that self-confidence, that ability to make decisions, to be resolute in one's thoughts, to take pushback with a certain degree of confidence. And also appearance. Appearance is very, very important, because no matter if we're working from home, and I'm going to give you some tips about that, or if we're going out to a session like I am this morning, we need to have that appearance that says, I'm confident, but I can be a little bit less formal. Because we're in an environment where, first of all, we're in South Florida, right? So we're not wearing the stodgy suits that we wore back in the day, but we still have to have that level of professionalism. So we're going to talk about what it takes to have that appearance. And then that other tiny bit there is just in terms of communication. Communication skills are paramount. So appearance, we need to look always and sound like a leader. Dressing affects how we actually interact with the world. Dressing affects empowerment. It also affects our performance. So if you really are thinking about, wanting to make first impression, your attire is definitely one of the first things that you need to address. You need to be well-groomed. I cannot cover the waterfront of all of the different types of a professional attire because we have a lot of different business entities. We have a lot of different folks within your organization. But certain things apply. Well-groomed, no wrinkles, and looking the part of a professional that you are. And then the posture, how you actually carry yourself. You need to kind of keep the shoulders back and have that smile. That first impression always matters. And part of that first impression is the eye contact, the smile, and how you actually interact. And let's not forget etiquette. Etiquette is absolutely the key to success. You'll see a person who's perfectly groomed, but then when they interact with you, they may be finishing up breakfast while they're talking, whether it's on Zoom or in person. No, you have to be ready for business at all times. And that confidence, everything about you, everything about your appearance should just speak confidence. How you carry yourself, how you walk, how you interact, how you listen, which is an effective part of communication skills. So that's a good chunk of what it is. Now, the next one is, I wanted to share this with you as well, because this was from the Journal of Psychology a couple of years ago, and it's really stuck with me, is that they said that once you're properly dressed, once your appearance is all put together, is that you have a bigger picture view of the world. You think more strategically. You have a better, broader perspective, and you feel more powerful. And who doesn't want to feel more powerful? So I just wanted to share that with you. So as I said, I really can't cover the waterfront of attire, but this is sort of the general business casual look, if we're going for that. And working from home, I thought I'd add a few tidbits there. You can wear, ladies can wear a really nice, breezy dress, as long as it's appropriate and it fits and no wrinkles. And gentlemen can go a little bit more casual as well. So as I said, there are many, many options. What is not an option, as you don't see up there, is your pajamas. And a lot of people think they can actually roll out of bed in the morning and just maybe change their top, throw on a top, and then the pajama bottoms are still under. But you never know when that camera is going to tilt up or down. So I'd say get up enough with enough time to make a difference. All right, let's talk a little bit about communication skills. And many of you who have seen me speak, this is one of my favorite slides because it really breaks it down into one crisp slide. Body language is 55% of your communication. And what that means is the emotional message that the receiver is receiving from you is from your body language. So you may be saying one thing, but what your body language could be saying a totally different thing. So let's just talk about the body language piece. Body language is your eye contact, that smile you give off when you're interacting with someone. It could be also your handshake. Of course, we're in the world of Zoom, so there's not much handshaking going on, but there are other body language traits that still apply. How you sit on a call, whether you're slouching or you're sitting upright and exuding that positive energy at all times. Those are all part of the body language dynamic. And then the other part of this is definitely your tone of voice, which is the second biggest chunk of the communication message. And what that means is, are you monotonous, or do you have a little energy in your voice? When you wake up in the morning, it's kind of hard to get that energy going. So I always suggest to people, before you get on that first call or that first meeting, give yourself a good hour to get up out of bed, have some fruit, orange juice, coffee, whatever it is that gets you going, and get that energy in your voice. And so that it comes across when you're interacting with others. The voice should have some energy in it. And then also the third piece of that, tiny though it is, it's still important. 7% of the communication message is, of course, the words that you use, and they're very, very important. So let's go to the other part that I wanted to chat with you about in the brief time we have today, is Zoom etiquette. I did a presentation for the Palm Beach School District a couple of weeks ago on Zoom etiquette, simply because that's where we're spending our lives these days. And the one thing I want to say is, make sure when you're on Zoom, there is no background clutter, because you're seeing everybody's prying into everybody's homes now on Zoom. So keep that in mind. Find a nice quiet corner that's going to be kind of like your office at home, and do your Zoom sessions, if possible, from that corner. Be courteous, arrive early. You don't want the Zoom call to be 5 minutes, 10 minutes in, and then you're scrambling to figure out how to unmute and how to take your video off and put it on. So definitely arrive early. Be courteous, listen, always keep, again, your mute button on, because you don't want the clutter and the noise from the background to come across. So keep that in mind. And then, I don't know how many of you know, but you can actually use a virtual background on Zoom. So I always encourage people to get a virtual background is simply your favorite business photo or a photo of your logo, and have that Zoom ready so that when you get on the call or before you get on the call, you select virtual background. Then the clutter issue goes away totally. Okay? I like to use my logo as my virtual background, and then for the more casual calls, when we're doing family calls on the weekend, I actually use a beach scene or a mountain scene or something like that. And also wait for the host to give you instructions about speaking. Do not start to have a conversation with the kids in the background or the hubby or anything like that. You need to wait for the host to give you instructions. And if the host unmutes you, definitely, if the host mutes you, do not unmute without getting permission. And then also use the Zoom chat to be recognized. Okay, so another important tip is before you log in, become a Zoom expert. Know everything there is to know about Zoom. It's not the time to be saying, how do you use this thing again? No, you need to know how it works. You really need to know how it works. And then, as I said, log in. If you take away nothing this morning, log in with the mute button on, because that's what you need to be doing. That's a professionalism. The other thing I noticed that in the sessions that I'm on, there are a lot of people who are starting to get tired of this new world that we're in. But I want to encourage you that this may be going on for a while. So let's figure out how we can make the best of it. So take care of yourself. You need to radiate on the outside, radiate the best image, how you're feeling inside. So get enough rest, do a lot of exercise, walk, bike, whatever it is. Zumba is my thing. You can do it alone. You don't need to go to a class. Play some very soft music that's going to make you relax. And then also, there are some apps when I have iPhones, I don't know what the rest of you have, but there's an app on the iPhone, a Nike Training Center app, that gives you 5-minute bursts of little exercises or yoga to do during the day to help you get through. And then do not practice social distancing, practice physical distancing. During this time, we need to be socially connected, even if it's on Zoom. And we've been practicing that. I have family all over the world, and we've been doing that pretty well. And then also, nurture those relationships. In a weird kind of ironic way, a lot of people are feeling closer to one another during this crisis, and they're using Zoom as a way to do that, to find family who are in far-flung places, so use it to your advantage. And then also setting yourself up for success. As I said, we have no control over this pandemic. Nobody knows when it's going to end or when it's going to, taper off. So we have to do the best that we can do during the time. Don't put our lives on hold. Make the best of every single day. Learn something new. That's empowering. That will make you feel more confident and more successful. So learn whatever it is that you can learn. Retool and diversify. Get creative about ways that you can lead and grow your business and your career, how you can contribute to your organization, how you can bring something new and fresh. And then also learn and implement new skills. Very important. There's a couple of items I wanted to share with you. There's a lot of free business training. Organizations like yourselves, SWA, you guys have these empowerment sessions that go on. People need to take advantage of those. There are other agencies who do the same thing. There is anybody who's thinking that they might want to work on their business, their individual entrepreneurial business. There's free training that the Urban League is offering through the end of the month, through the end of June. And then you can put the contact at the bottom for you to reach out. So take this time to work on yourself. Take this time to work on your business, because all of these are empowering. And I know that our time is limited this morning, so those are the quick tips I wanted to share. But definitely work on yourself and your business during this time, and that will help you to enhance your image and enhance your power. Please reach out to us, either Kara Joy Nash or myself. We're happy to help you. Once again, Pamela Toussaint, we polish, you shine.
Hello, I'm Hattie Asbury, Outreach Specialist with the Equal Business Opportunity Office. We want to take a minute to thank Pamela Toussaint for an excellent presentation. Thank you for stressing the importance of maintaining and being professional during this time, keeping our image up and positive. We also want you to stay connected, because the Solid Waste Authority is the place to be. Visit swa.org/EBO to see upcoming events and opportunities, and mark your calendar for the next Transformational Tuesday on June 23rd. And register today to become a vendor and begin receiving great benefits. Visit swa.org/vendor and become a vendor today. Now, if you are a SWA vendor, don't forget to keep your registration current and your information updated. Simply visit swa.org/vendor.